Hi, this is Donnie Vaughn of the Marketing Twins. Here is a quick overview of your dashboard as it relates to your website. What I mean by your dashboard is this. You'll go to your login information, which you will have already been provided. And if you're watching this and you don't have that, please check with the Karen or Heather or one of the registrar, whoever it is at the time, because they should have that information. Okay, this is the dashboard. What this is this is the place where you make most of, if not all of the changes that you would ever want to make on your website. So let's just talk about the dashboard as it exists here at WordPress. This is going to be real simple. I just really want to show you um, what the dashboard is, and then some things that you can avoid, and just real simple overview. When you're at the dashboard, at any time up here, you can visit the site. You can actually click on this, and it'll take you to that. Now, once you do that, you would have to use your back to go back. So just keep that in mind. That's what I did right there. I'm going to go over here to this side. All of this information here, you can ignore. Yours will actually say howdy admin, I think is what I'll set it up as. And you can just ignore all of this. You might log out when you're done, but the rest of this stuff, help and screen options, you can ignore all of that. This quick press here, all of this information down here is all just kind of news related. You can just ignore all that. I'm going to start on this column here, work my way back up. There's plugins, incoming links. Again, you could just ignore those. Recent comments, you could just ignore those. This section here, I would prefer you not to do anything with. What this basically just kind of keeps you track of what you've got on your page, and some of this it's more back end, and so you don't really need to spend a lot of time worrying about this. What I would ask you this right here is to never touch that right there, because if you change the theme, it will completely change the look of your website, and we don't want to do that. So if we could avoid this section, that would be great. So let's go down here on the left-hand side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these little things up like this, and that way you can see everything just a little bit easier. Put it up, and we're almost done. There we go. So when you come to your dashboard, it may look something similar to this. You have all these different options down here on this side, and we'll go through these. Some of these you will use quite often. Some of these you will use very rarely. So let me just kind of talk through those a little bit. Let's look at post. I'm going to look at something quick. Yeah, this is not something, you're not going to spend any time on this section at all. That's for something completely different, so you won't do anything on that. The media is this is where you would add photos, videos, PDF files, things of that nature to your website. Media, in terms of WordPress, if you'll think about it as any pictures, images, audio files, whatever it might be, that are housed on your website are usually housed within the media library. There are a few exceptions to that, but for the most part, these photos that you see here, like this YouTube video, this is a YouTube video, it's not necessarily housed in there, but any other photos and stuff like that are housed in the media library. I'll do another tutorial here in a little bit on the media library so you understand what that's all about. Links, you won't worry about anything, and if you haven't noticed, when you see these in the kind of a, you don't see the options there. If you just hover over, there's an arrow there, you just click on it, it reveals some options there. The one that you're going to spend most of your time on is pages, so I'm going to click on that. There we go. That's what I meant to do. You have a chance of editing pages or adding new pages, and you'll see some other tutorials that we'll do related to that. But your pages here, if I would click the pages, that actually shows you all the different pages that are found on your current site. There's a total of 34 pages. Some of those pages are not visible to everybody. They're more on the back end of things, supporting pages we call them, where some of these are going to be in the menu options that you'll see here. Those are different pages. Including in those pages is the home page, and this is the home page, and we'll talk about that in another tutorial, how to update that. So that's just been a lot of changes. I would not worry about anything about comments here. This flex theme, there are a few things that you'll want to do in this section here, mainly in the settings area. The rest of this I probably wouldn't spend too much time on. Your appearance, there may be some time you'll spend some time in the widgets area, and we'll do tutorials on that. Plugins, you probably won't spend much time on that. Plugins are when you create a website using WordPress, there's no one theme that can do everything. You can't have a contact form, for instance, or a media player. You have to add things to your WordPress site, and those are called plugins. So you plug them in and make them, they turn your website even into a more robust website. And so there's different things that plugins do, and so very common what we will add and continue to monitor those as we need to. Users you won't need to do anything with. I don't think you'll even need to mess with anything below here, tools and settings. The contact form, there might be a time or two you need to do some stuff with the contact form, and possibly with a gallery, but we'll get to those as we need to. But that is in essence what your dashboard is. You'll see here kind of, if I go back to dashboard and click that, it's just kind of where it all begins. And so you want to get a good understanding of how you're navigating around by going to your dashboard, and hopefully this video is helping you get started with that.